day to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on vector space, lecture number 11, in which I will discuss on extension theorem and existence theorem. Now we prove a theorem. Name of the theorem is extension theorem. Firstly, we state this theorem. If S is a linearly independent subset of a vector space Vf, then there exists a basis B of vector space Vf such that S is subset of B, or a linearly independent set in a vector space can always be enlarged to form a basis. Now we prove this. Let S be a linearly independent subset of a vector space Vf. Let P be the collection of all those independent means linearly independent subsets of Vf such that each member of P contains S as subset let P equal to a set containing elements A, B, dot, 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 dot. Each A, B are linearly independent subset of Vf, and S is subset of A, S is subset of B, and so on. Let us define a relation, this type of relation on P as follow. Relation is A is related to B implies that A is subset of B. We may show that this relation on P is a partial order relation. Because number one, A is related to A means A is subset of A. Reflexive. Number two, A is related to B, B is related to A, implies that A is subset of B, B is subset of A, implies that A equal to B. That is antisymmetric. Number three, A is related to B, B is related to C, implies that A is subset of B, B is subset of C, implies that A is subset of C. Therefore, transitive. Therefore, P with this relation is a partially ordered set, means poset, and the relation is a partial order relation. Let C be a chain in P. We may write C equal to a set containing elements C1, C2, dot 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 dot, Cn, dot 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 dot, this. Each Ci belong to P, that is Ci is a linearly independent set linearly independent subset of vector space Vf, and S is subset of each Ci also. For properties of chain, C1 is subset of C2, C2 is subset of C3, subset. Let M equal to union of Ci Therefore, M is an upper bound of C, and since each Ci is linearly independent, and C1 union C2 equal to C2, equal to a linearly independent set similarly union of Ci is a linearly independent set. Therefore, M is a linearly independent set. Since S is subset of Ci, I1, 2, so on, implies that S is subset of M. Therefore, upper bound of each chain is a linearly independent set containing S. By Jordan lemma, if each chain contains upper bound, then P must contain a least upper bound. Upper bound. Let this least upper bound is B. Therefore, B is the largest linearly independent subset of V Vf, which is the basis of the vector space Vf. Since S is subset of B, therefore we may conclude that a linearly independent subset of V may be extended to get a basis. Proved. Now we prove existence theorem. Statement is every non-zero vector space has a basis. Now we prove this. Prove. Let us consider a non-zero vector space such that X be an element of this vector space. Therefore, X not equal to 0, we know that for X not equal to 0, the singleton set containing X is linearly independent. Therefore, by extension theorem, this linearly independent set may be extended to get a basis of vector space. Therefore, every non-zero vector space has a basis. Proved. Now we prove a theorem. There exists a basis for each finitely generating vector space. Now we prove this. Let Vf be a finitely generating vector space. Therefore, there exists a finite subset S of Vf such that subspace generated by S equal to Vf. Let S equal to x1, x2, xn. If S is a linearly independent set, then S is a basis of Vf vector space, because the properties of basis V, S generates vector space Vf and S is linearly independent set. If S is not a linearly independent set, then S is linearly dependent set. Therefore, A1 x1 plus A2 x2 plus dot 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 AI xi plus dot 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 an xn equal to 0 for some ai not equal to 0. Let here we take ai not equal to 0, implies that xi equal to minus a1 by ai x1 plus minus a2 by ai x2 plus dot 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 minus an by ai xn. Let this is number 1 and this is number 2. Let y belongs to Vf be an arbitrary element therefore y equal to b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus dot 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 bi xi plus dot 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 bn xn, because x1 x2 dot xn vectors generates Vf, means any element of Vf can be expressed as linear combination of vectors x1 x2 dot xn. Here number 2 we have value of xi is this. Now we put the value of xi here. Let this is number 3, putting value of xi obtained from 2, we get, putting value of xi here obtained from 2, here value of xi we get in terms of linear combination of x1 x2 dot xn, and we put this value here. We get y equal to b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus dot bi, value of xi is this, right side of 2, and then plus dot bn xn. Now here we have x1 and here also x1. We take common x1 here under bracket b1 minus a1 bi by ai. Similarly, we take common x2 dot we take common xi minus 1 and we get this term under bracket, plus we take common xi plus 1, we get this term, plus dot we take common xn here bn and here minus an bi by ai. Here we see that y is a linear combination of x1 x2 dot xi minus 1 xi plus 1 dot xn. Here we have no xi. Here we have number of elements n. Here we have number of elements n minus 1 because xi is not here. Y means arbitrary element of Vf and which can be expressed as linear combination of these n minus 1 vectors. That means these n minus 1 vectors generates Vf. If these n minus 1 vectors constitute a set and that set is linearly independent, as this set generates Vf and also if linearly independent, then this set will be the basis of the vector space. If not, means it generates Vf but it is not linearly independent, then it is linearly dependent. Then we follow the above process to get a linearly independent set which generates Vf, and that set will be the basis of the vector space. That set may be singleton set or may not singleton set. If that set is singleton set, we know that singleton set having non-zero vectors is linearly independent, then that singleton set must be the basis of the vector space. Proved. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.